Honest J. Nowak. Oh yeah.
A pleasure to meet all at last, and welcome back to HJN. And right. So for today, I'm going to be doing some more talks about different subjects and the like in this room itself. Because as I've said before, the weather pattern seems to change continuously, and I have in fact been pre-recording a lot of new HJN related material, especially because there's been so much more free time that I was able to take in at once. So today is, well, November 29th. Yeah, the same day that I'm going to have Bolts Infantry Part 2 released. This is just the recording date though. I mean, the release date of this episode in particular is probably going to vary. I don't know exactly when I'll be able to upload this one, but anyways, that's a little bit off track here, because after all, I won't be talking about some of those things that I've been talking about here, but instead I'll be talking about the next topic that I have listed out on the notepad. And it apparently tells me that this is episode number 552, and this episode in particular is going to be sobriety. So, yeah, you know what? I guess this is the perfect thing to talk about, because I feel like I gotten a little irritated and stressed out yesterday because of the bartending and all that good stuff. But I sincerely apologize for that moment. But I am in fact going to not be sorry for standing up against things that clearly are deadly to us all, and they should have been outlawed. But anyways, alcohol abandonment and banning aside, sobriety is in fact the process of rehabilitation towards your habit to drink. And there have in fact been millions of people who have gotten themselves drunk, regardless of what type of alcohol they've been drinking, be it beer, ginger ale, whiskey, amaretto, and many, many others along the way. I mean, there are tons of different alcoholic beverages that you could potentially drink by today's standards, and there do seem to be a lot more coming every now and then, so we just try to stay away from all those as soon as we can. But I will in fact say that sobriety is always going to be there. There are, of course, the groups that have been mentioned in most pop culture, like Alcoholics Anonymous, which was a big thing in the Family Guy series for one. Then of course there was the film, which kind of goes in the same way. You follow someone who got in a drunk-related accident, a DUI if you will, and then of course ends up spending about a whole month at a rehabilitation center, a somewhat institution kind of place. But of course sobriety is just more than going to some weird location that you might not find appealing, but I will say that sobriety is going to be there to help us make sure that we do not drink again. And it's simply put, a good way to keep ourselves connected. Not having alcohol in our system honestly means a lot of good things could happen for you. No damage inside the body or out could ever happen. Your liver will be fine, your brain will be in perfectly normal condition, and then of course the many other things that can so be prevented by just not drinking as a whole. Cirrhosis is one thing that's common in most alcoholic drinkers out there. Then of course there's the case of breathing and heartbeat related conditions that you can find when drinking too much alcohol. And sobriety is in fact there to help us rid these things at any point in time. And I really gotta say that other than the many pop culture things out there, I certainly don't have to worry about sobriety in any way, because I don't even drink at all. I may have had alcohol in the past, but they were like really tiny amounts. And every time I tried something, it just ends up becoming disgusting. For the mouth, for the body, inside and out, and for my life. Alcohol is just that. It's just that ruthless. When it comes to taste, quality, and all that bad stuff. I really do wonder how alcohol is just this big on the sales charts. I really wonder how that is. How can people even live with that stuff? It's disgusting. Well, anyways, that's pretty much all I'm going to be talking about. That's all I will talk about alcohol, for real this time. Because tomorrow's topic is going to be different. Much different. It won't be alcohol related, and therefore it will not anger me. So, if you want to see more, go down to my channel. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, follow me on social media, and stay on the Hollywood side.